everybody. In this video, we're going to be making a Guess the Color game inside of code.org app lab. So before we start developing our actual application, I just want to show you a quick preview of how our app will look after we develop it. So I'm just going to show my screen right here. And basically, this is how our app will look after we develop it. So we click this button, its text color will be a random color, and then we have all of these sliders for red, green, and blue. And basically, we just need to adjust these sliders for forming this color. So the same color of the text of the button. So basically, this is what our game will do. And let's get straight into building it. So the first thing that I'll do is just open up code.org and let this load up right here. Now what I'll do is actually go to create and then I'm going to select app lab. So we're creating an app lab project. Also we can close this out. And now I'll just rename my project to guess the color. And then I will hit save. Okay, now let's go ahead and design our application. So now what I'm going to do is actually just drag in a button right here. And I'm just gonna call it guess guess the color underscore btn. And then the text is going to be guess my color. Okay. The width I'm just going to leave it as it is, and the height I'm going to change that to 70. Now the X position, I'm going to change this to 70 and the Y position to 100. And actually the width is a little bit off, so I'm just going to change this to 180, which looks better. Okay, now let's scroll down. And here for the text color, I'm just going to paste in this little hex code, which is that color. For the background color, I'm just going to change its alpha to white, to 0, so that it's transparent. Okay, what next? So here I'll just change the font size to 25, not 205, 25. Okay, and this is looking good. So now after that, the next thing that we will do is drag in a label, 3 labels actually. So 1, 2, 3, like so. For the first one, I'm just going to say red slider underscore label. And the text, I'll just change this to red. Now, the next thing that we will do is actually go ahead and change the X position to 5 and the Y position to 280. So that's looking good. And now for the text color, we'll change this to a red kind of color. So let's just do this and just do that. Okay, nice. Now, actually, what I'm going to do is just delete both of these labels that we created before, and I'm just going to duplicate this same label. So here, I'm going to hit duplicate. Now I'll call this not red, blue slider underscore label, and the text I'm going to change to blue, and the text color also to a bluish color. Okay, so that's looking good. I'm going to change the X position to 5 and the Y position to 380. So that's down there. Now I'll duplicate this label one more time and just call this green slider underscore label. The text I'm just going to do green. Okay, all of this is good. And now just give it a green color. So let's see. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And now for the X and the Y position, we'll do 0 and 330. Okay, also this red label is up there. So actually it is 18 by 5. No, actually it's 5 by 280. Yeah, right. So now all of these are looking good. The next thing that we need is a slider for all of these. So let's just drag in a slider right there. Now I'm going to call this first one red slider. You can put in underscore slider if you want, but the name itself says that. So I'm not going to do that. So it's there. Now we'll change the width to like 255. Let's just drag it in a little. Okay. Now the X position, I'm just going to do 70. And here I'll just do 280. Okay, nice. So now the next thing that we will do is change the value to 128 and change the minimum value to 0. It's already that. The maximum value, I'm going to do 255. Nice. I'm just going to drag that in a little bit. Okay, good. Now I'm going to duplicate the red slider and call this the green slider. And then what I'll do is change the Y position to 330 so it's down there. And it's a little off. So let's just do 60. There we go. Now I'll go ahead and duplicate this green slider, and then this is going to be the blue slider like so. And then we will just go ahead and change the Y position to be 380. So let's just do that 380 and change this to 60 like so. Okay, actually the so let's just go over to the red slider right here and then just change the value to 128. It's already 128, but it's not showing it on the UI for some reason. So let's just type that in again and again. Okay, nice. So now we've got it working. So now we will actually code up our application, right? So whenever we click on the button, it should get a random color. Our slider should be working, basically that stuff. So the first thing that we will do is when we click on the button, we'll give it a random color. So we'll write on event of the guess the color button. And when we click it, then we will have a function like this, like so. Okay. And inside of this function, what we will do is set property. So set property of the guess the color button, and the property that we want to set is actually background color, and then we will set this to white. So if the player has played before, when we click on that button we need to reset the background color, so that's why we're doing this. Now we will set property and again the guess the color button, and this time we will do this time we will do text color. And for picking a random color, what we need to do is actually do RGB, not RBG. And for the red, what we will do is just get a random number from 0 to 255. And I'll just copy this in. So Control C. And then the next thing that we will do is put in a comma and do a random number again for the green. Same for the blue. Okay, looking nice. So now we can just put in a semicolon. Okay, the brackets are off it seems. So I'm just going to correct that bracket mistake and then be right back. Okay, nice. So now I've corrected it. So that's basically it for this function. So now if I run it and click on the button, you can see that its text color is changing, which is what we want. So the next thing that we will do is have another event, and this time we will go ahead and select the red slider when we input on it. So input, that means when we give input or we move the function, sorry, the slider. So here we will just put in a function bracket like so. Okay. And inside of here, what we will do is actually just go ahead and do a set property. So set property. And again, we will use the guess the color button. And then The background color, we will set it to again RGB. And here for the first one, for red, we will do get number from our slider, red slider. Okay, and then after that, what we will do is again get number. So basically, we're getting the value from the slider, the number, and then we are putting that color as an RGB to the guess the color button, which is this. Okay, so now let's grab the green one, green slider. So do that, get number, and this one I'll do blue slider like so. Okay, now if I run it, the red slider works, but the others don't. So let's change that. And for doing that, basically, I'm just going to copy in this entire piece of code. So Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. And this one, instead of the red slider, we will use the green slider. Okay, and here we will use the blue slider like so. Now let's see if they work. Boom, this one works, and even this one works. So basically right now our entire program is working, and that's really nice. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.